Over the course of 3 interviews, I explored the standards of beauty and the significance of appearance within the fast-paced world of fashion. I aimed to answer the question, does reaching the industry's ideal goal of perfection or having that kind of attention make you feel validated? I want to know why some people find this path with all its judgment and restraint so fulfilling. The first man I'm going to be speaking with has been working in fashion for over 16 years. So Adrienne Landau just recently had its 10th annual fashion show last month. When choosing the models, what process did you go through in choosing?
Well, the process was basically reaching out to agencies and having all of their models come to the showroom here so that I can personally meet them and take their photos, have them try things on. Eventually, once we had all the photos of all the girls that we had seen, we compared what looked best on whom, and those are the girls that we chose.
Certain brands such as Aerie and ModCloth make specific efforts to be body inclusive and authentic in the presentation of their models. Do you feel that this is truly enough diversity and that the differences are really celebrated in the fashion industry as a whole?
As for those brands, I'm not quite sure. As far as the industry as a whole, I think that probably for the past couple of years, we've seen a rise in more black models, more Asian models, models of all different skin types and skin colors. And you see people with like vitiligo becoming supermodels. Then you see girls like Ashley Graham and other girls who were once considered plus sized and now they're just considered models because that's what they are.
Why do you personally think that models put themselves through the struggles they do to be a part of the fashion world? Is it for validation?
I think a part of it is validation. I think another part is to fulfill their dreams and their fantasies. You know, a lot of girls grow up looking up to girls like Daisy Fuentes, which is a Latina model from the 90s. And in this case, people are growing up looking up to girls like Naomi Campbell and Ashley Graham. But girls look up to fashion models because they see their glamorous lives, you know. A lot of girls want that. They want that attention and they want that, glamorous life. So I think a lot of it is for validation and a lot of it is for to accomplish their dreams. But I think that nowadays fashion models and supermodels are taking up a role of activists. And I think that that's the part that I love the best about this, that girls are now becoming that type of fashion model.
After talking to Salo, I then sat down with male model Adam Novak and female model Alexis Alexander to see their side of the story. Does being a part of that industry make you feel validated or special in any way?
Yes, it makes me feel special because it's like when you're trying on the clothes, it's just like, okay, they're just clothes. But then when you actually do the makeup, the hair, and like you get the pictures back from the photographer, it's like, oh wow, that's different. It's like the clothes are alive now.
To a certain extent it does. When you're talking to like just people on the streets, yeah, it makes you validated because like, oh, I'm signed with an agency. But when you get towards like other models and like when you're going to casting calls and all that, you kind of like see that you're not as special as you thought you were.
According to Sophia Rosenbaum of the New York Post, studies show that up to 40% of fashion models have eating disorders, and as many as 50% of kids in 5th to 12th grade think that they're not thin enough because of the images that they see in magazines. Has anyone ever told you you needed to lose weight or change a significant thing about yourself to be accepted in the industry?
Yes, they've told me I had to lose weight. First, it was just kind of like, oh, why do I need to lose weight if I'm getting jobs anyways? Like, obviously they like something about me.
So, yes, they always want you to improve on something. You always have the people that are just saying, like, you could always improve. And, like, personally, I've gotten that multiple times.
You don't have to lose weight because there's people out in the world that are all different sizes. We're not all one size.
So finally, why do you find this career path with all the judgment and restrictions that come along with it fulfilling?
I find it fulfilling because of the rush, like, of adrenaline that you get. It's like a whole nother Alexis, like Alexis point two or something. It's like my little escape from the world.
In the end, you just feel like such a sense of accomplishment. You just feel good about yourself, honestly, at the end of the day.
I think that the direction in which we're going is a positive one. but it's still not enough.